Good morning. Welcome to our morning chat for today. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend, that you enjoyed the beautiful day on Saturday and then stayed inside and found something fun to do on that yucky Sunday. Yesterday was gross. So rainy. Okay, announcements. First of all, we're doing a birthday shout out to Oliver. Happy, not your birthday, but almost your birthday. So happy birthday, Oliver. Woo woo! Oliver's birthday is in July, I believe, if I have it written down right. So we'll celebrate with Oliver today because we can't celebrate with him in July. So happy birthday, Oliver. Our journal assignment today. So for our last few journals, we're kind of focusing on some school stuff. So today I want you to draw a picture of something you love. And so it can be anything, family, pet, bright light coming out of there. Not sure where that's coming from. Anyway, yeah, so draw something you love. For our art/writing activity, we're gonna make line art. I'm heading into school today to pack our last round of packets. So I'm gonna record the video at school, but if you have a ruler, great. If not, an edge of a binder or an edge of like a box, some cardboard. So you don't have to have a ruler to do this, but I'll show you what we're gonna do in our other video. Okay, I think those are the announcements. Put that there. All right, let's do our chapter from Midnight on the Moon. Our last chapter, they had just gotten into the moon buggy and we're moving forward. So let's see what happens. Other warning, the videos all this week are probably going to be longer because I'm gonna add a few things in. So hopefully they're not too long, but they'll be a little longer. Okay, so chapter 5, hang on. Annie drove the moon buggy over bumps and hollows. It bucked like a bronco. I'm going through there, she pointed to an opening between two mountains. Jack held onto the dashboard. The buggy bumped toward the opening and shot through. On the other side, the ground was even rockier. Look for the fourth M thing, Annie said, bouncing up and down. Jack groaned. Looking for anything on this wild ride was impossible. Slow down, he said. How? Try pressing on the brake pedal on the floor slowly. Annie pressed on the brake. The buggy slowed down. Jack sighed with relief. The ride was still bumpy, but now at least he could take a good look at the moon. He had never been to such a colorless, barren place. There was no green, no blue, no red, no water, no trees, no clouds. Only giant gray rocks and craters and an American flag. So here they are in the moon buggy, and there's the American flag, and there's Earth. Oh man, said Jack, that's from the first astronauts who landed on the moon. And look, a telescope, said Annie. She drove near the flag and telescope. Then she put her foot on the brake until the buggy stopped. She pressed a button that said off. Then she and Jack hopped out. They took slow, giant steps to the site of the first moon landing. Beside the flag was a sign. Annie read it aloud. Here men from the planet Earth first set foot upon the moon, July 1969. We came in peace for all mankind. That's a good message, said Jack. He handed the moon book to Annie. Then he took out his notebook and pencil to copy the sign. Let's leave our own message, said Annie. What should we say, said Jack. The same thing, but say we are the first kids. Jack turned to a new page in his notebook. In big letters, he wrote their message. Now we have to sign it, Annie said. Jack signed his name. Then he passed the notebook and pencil to Annie. She signed her name and passed the notebook back. Jack tore out the piece of paper and he put it by the flag. Today, the first kids from the planet Earth came to the moon. We came in peace for all children. Jack and Annie. No wind would ever blow the message away. No rain would ever fall on it. It would be there forever unless someone moved it. Thinking of forever made Jack feel dizzy. He shook his head to clear his thoughts. Then he remembered the time. Had 2 hours passed yet? I wish I had a watch, he said, standing up. We might be running out of time. Oh, wow, a moon man, said Annie. What? Jack turned to look at her. She was staring through the telescope. Jack walked over to the telescope. Annie stepped aside so he could look too. Jack gasped. In the distance, something was flying above the ground. It looked like a giant man in a spacesuit. I feel like that's the end of the chapter. The end of the chapter. We'll have to wait till tomorrow to see what happens. Okay, so back to our regular stuff. Yesterday was Sunday, so that means today is Monday. Guys, I got hair everywhere. All right, so today is Monday. I filled in the weather for this weekend. So let's see here. This way, we'll go this way. Saturday was beautiful, really sunny and nice. Yesterday, it was so rainy, I added lots and lots and lots and lots of raindrops because it was just rain, 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 rain. And today, sorry Oliver, I'm gonna erase your birthday. It was raining, so I'm gonna put rain again. Maybe it won't rain as much today as it did yesterday. So we've got our pattern for this week, rain, rain. I hope it doesn't keep up like that. We don't need rain, rain, rain. Okay, let me color our new square. So now black is taller than blue and it's catching up to green. So green's the next one it's gonna catch up to. Looks like tomorrow black and green will be the same. All right, our color for today and tomorrow, we're down to our last two colors to review. Purple. P-U-R-P-L-E, purple, purple. Can you remember, or can you think of anything that's purple? Like grapes, or I have a blanket at my house that's purple, or, oh, I can see Green Crayon's shoes right here are purple. Yeah, I bet you guys have stuff. Actually, I know you do, because when we do our scavenger hunts, you always find something. All right, our shape for today review, square, has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, but you remember what makes the square unique? The sides have to be exactly the same. If they're off a little bit, then it might be a rectangle or a different shape. So the square, they're all the same. I think I have a couple square windows at my house. A lot more rectangles than squares. Okay. Our number for today, and I think I wrote it out somewhere, but where did I put it is the question. Aha, I found it. Okay. Not that way, this way. 15. 15. So you have the number 1 and the number 5. And when you have them right next to each other, it makes the number 15, which looks like this. So the 1 and the 5. So if we're counting, so we can start at 10. Let's start it. We know how to count to 10. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's do that again. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. Can you guess what tomorrow's number will be? Okay. So instead of doing letters, we are going, and it's going to get confusing for 1 second, we're going to start doing some words. Now, I know we've kind of talked, or you might know about math problems. When you take 1 and you add 1 to it, you get 2. 1, 2. Or when you have 5 pieces of candy and then someone gives you 5 more, you have 10. Now, words and reading is kind of the same thing, except instead of numbers, we are adding letters together. And when we add letters together, we get words like cat, dog. And then when we take those words and add them together, we get sentences. And do you know what we get when we add sentences together? Stories. So we just everything keeps getting a little bigger. So we've learned all the letters. We've talked about them a lot. today we're going to start talking about some of the different words. Now I picked a few just simple ones. And the first one might be a little confusing, but we're going to look in our Zoophonics book to see if we can find this word. So this is the word A. It's also the letter A, but if it's all by itself in a story, it's the word A. And it usually means one. Like I would like a cookie. I would like a piece of pizza. So I would like one piece of pizza. Okay, so if you can write the letter A, you can already write a word. Oh, perfect. Look what I opened up to. So see if you can help me find the word A in this line. Xavier Fox bops at a sock hop. So look, it's in the middle of the sentence all by itself. Xavier Fox bops at a sock hop. And now we're going to look at Yancey Yak. Yancey Yak is on a trek. So there it is again, all by itself. The word A, not just the letter A. Zeke the zebra has a job. So here's the A in the middle of a word. That's the letter A. The word A is there all by itself. It looks lonely. So today when you're reading your book, see if you can find the word A. Let me see if I can find one more. I'm not going to tell you where it is, so listen and then look and see if you can see it. Jerry Jellyfish is a jack in the box. Do you see the word A? Right there. All right, one more. Ooh, this is a perfect one. All right, Gordo Gorilla has a grip and a grin. It's in there twice. Gordo Gorilla has a grip and a grin. Whoa, isn't that cool? So look, we are working on our next step to being able to read. Okay, couple sign language things for you. Car. So we're making the B sign. Bus. Train. Kind of sounds like a train. And this one, so you can make the I love you sign. And what do you think that is? Airplane. So train, bus, car, airplane. I like airplane. That one's a fun one. Okay, that's enough sign language for today. Our video is getting very long. And we are going to, our Bible story is a little long too, so again, I apologize. This video is kind of lengthy today, but we're adding more stuff in. Okay, so now we are talking about a man named Moses. We'll learn about him probably through the end of the school year. Okay, a baby in the basket. Many years passed. So remember, Joseph was an important leader in Egypt. So now a lot of years have passed and they don't remember that Joseph was this important leader. So now many years had passed and a new Pharaoh ruled over Egypt. So a new king. He did not know about the good things Joseph had done. By now there were many people in Jacob's family and they were called the Israelites. So look at Pharaoh. He looks angry. Pharaoh did not like the Israelites. He made them work hard. One day, Pharaoh decided to get rid of all the Israelite baby boys. Not a nice guy. A woman had a baby boy, and she wanted to save him. So she gently laid her baby inside a basket and placed him in the river. The baby started to cry. Oh, look, she's crying. She's so sad she has to put her baby in that basket. Pharaoh's daughter saw the basket and opened it. She gently picked up the baby and hugged him. I want to keep you, the princess whispered. She named him Moses because she pulled him out of the water. Okay, so Moses is the baby. Miriam, the baby's big sister, had been watching nearby. She said to the princess, I know a woman who can help you take care of the baby. So Miriam ran to get her mother. Jochebed was so happy. When Moses was a young boy, Jochebed returned him to the princess, and he grew up in the palace. All right, so that's it. So Moses, who was one of the Israelites born to maybe a poorer family, got to live in the palace with the Pharaoh, someone who didn't like his people. So we'll have to wait and see tomorrow what happens next. All right, let's end our video with prayer. It's very lengthy today. Dear Jesus, thank you for today. Be with us as we work and play. Bless family, friends, and teachers too. Bless all of us and all we do. Amen. All right, you guys have a wonderful Monday, and I will see you later for our line art activity. All right, bye guys.